Blackstone Audio presents What's in the Dark by Ellery Queen. This book is read by Traber Burns. Chapter 1. Tuesday, November 9th, 4:30 p.m. Everything young Miss Graves did was notable. To males, at least. The way she finished typing the last column of figures and drew the 4 copies from her typewriter and separated them from the carbons, for instance, was by consensus of the otherwise male personnel of the Burns Accounting Company an artistic achievement, poetry in motion. The way she walked through the open doorway behind her reception-room desk into the long, bare accountant's office and laid the sheets on one of the 2 working tables was a masterful extension thereof, and it was given its due appreciation by the 2 accountants. Brian Frank bore witness with lingering candor. He happened to be a bachelor, but that had nothing to do with it. Gil Stoner, the other accountant, had a wife, but the only difference between his appreciation of Miss Graves and Frank's was a matter of degree. Stoner's was more furtive. The 2 men were working at different tables. Their chairs stood back to back. Each swiveled as Sybil Graves came in. Each could have touched her as she stood between the 2 tables. Neither did. Miss Graves had made her untouchability very clear at an early date in her employment. "It's 4:30, Brian," Miss Graves said. She had a cool, clear voice on the husky side. It seemed made for moonlight. She also had Irish blue eyes and a turned-up Irish nose and a bust development that knew no national boundaries. It was this pectoral attribute that, above all, fascinated Mr. Frank. He indulged his habit now of beginning his inventory of her with her chest, as if he could never get enough of committing it to memory. Mr. Stoner, at the other table, rather avoided it, but not, one felt, from choice. In the short time she had worked for the Burns Accounting Company, Miss Graves had become conscious of her bosom for the first time in her 28 years, all because of Accountant Frank's stare. There was nothing suggestive about it. It was too frank, as it were, to be considered a leer. The stare had the quality of an X-ray, to which all things are visible. Mr. Frank, one felt, was a scientist of sex, who was engaged in perpetual research.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?